Hi everyone, this is Paul Lange from Disciplined Trading Strategies with this week's Trade of the Week video. This week ending July 23rd, 2023, the stock was LVS. This happened on Friday, the 21st. This is based on running into a 60-minute major and minor resistance area. Entry on a 1-minute be the tail mini climb. I'll talk about both of those things in the strategy and entry. The management advance reward was 1.8 to 1. The trade only lasted about a half hour or so. Went pretty quick because it moved very quickly. This week for free DTS members, the bi-weekly scanning night, come join us Monday. If you're a DTS member, you will get your invites automatically. If you are not a DTS member, if you're seeing this on YouTube or something, even if it's past this date, go to the DTS homepage, disciplinedtradingstrategies.com right here, and figure out how you can become a free member. You'll get invites to the future bi-weekly scannings as well as educational events. Here's the daily chart of LVS, and this was on the watch list just because of the bearish pattern that happened the day before. We had a gap down, big topping tail, good sized red bar. Not something I probably normally want to trade early, but what happened this day, it gapped up a little bit, and this becomes one of my favorite strategies is when you gap up into one of these red bars. So the daily chart and that little gap was one of the reasons it was on the list and then on the hot list. That's what happened after the day of the trade, and of course I'm going to be shorting into this topping tail up in here. Hourly chart just gives you a little different view, but not a whole lot different. That gap up into that free fall into the end of the day is what I want to see. We end up running up all the way to test those prior highs up in there. It said both major resistance and minor resistance. That's because this is an area that I kind of affectionately call a mattress. Minor resistance here, major resistance. When you have a quick flurry into that area, it's a great resistance area as long as you shoot back out of that, which is just what we did. Entry right in there. 5-minute chart gives you a little better view of exactly what happened. We, of course, open there with that little bit of a gap up. We go running up into here. Note the entry, 57.88. Note the high, just somewhere barely over 58. That's an awful good entry. Note that I was on the way up. I was picking numbers the whole way, but avoiding entry due to a good entry pick. Also notice that the intro slide said it was a mini climb. Well, that's not a strategy. That's an entry in this case that the stock was going kind of mini climb-o, encouraging me to use a be the tail type of entry. Entry under 57.89, stop over 58.56, which of course turned out to be way more than needed, but if that wasn't the top, I had a lot of wiggle room in there. Still made some nice numbers. Target 1/3 as it started bounces near the gap fill there at 57.12, trailing over 57.11. And then the intent was to take a third and hold a third, but we just had that free fall into there. You'll see on the next chart why I took it there. Took the rest of it at 56.41. It did go lower, but I have no problems, no qualms with this because that was an absolute free fall. You don't know if you're going to bounce from that or grind a little bit lower, so that was just fine. 1-minute chart here shows you a little better detail. Open, entry right there. Target 1, somewhere in there, just as we came into this minor support area over here is what it was, and then intending to hold 2/3, but then you can see down here on that support level, big bounce, huge decline going into that, took the whole thing. Never got a chance to reshort again because they actually discontinued. It just continued to drop right through here. If you like trades like this, come join us in the DTS Trading Room. Get over to that DTS homepage and figure out how you can join us. Check out the services subscription tab and look to join us in the DTS Trading Room. Until next time, this is Paul for DTS. Good trading, everybody.